Greetings everybody, this is Stormy with the capital Z. Welcome to another Warcraft 3 audio commentary. This time around we shall be covering up a game over last Refuge. This is my second game from the NetEase client. The game is going to be featuring Life, who is spawning as the red Nidal player at the top left. He will be going up against Focus, who is spawning as the blue orc on the top right. The map is going to be last Refuge, and Idle player seems to be going for the AOW creep at this green camp, choosing to go for a rather safer camp as compared to the other one, and still getting a bit used to this new client. Basically it's in windowed mode, and if you do the full screen it actually covers in the 16:9 ratio, which is basically stretched up Warcraft 3. Still need to figure that out. So yeah, not going to go over that too much. We're just gonna go over this game, and I think we should switch to the orc, mainly because of the Blade Master wind walking again and again. We won't be able to spot it unless and until we do. So it's going to be the Blade Master versus Demon Hunter. Going to be pretty standard. We're gonna start his to current resources, total resources. I think we should put up current resources. Total resources is the cumulative of all the resources mined, I guess, on this client. Pretty good so far. As the AOW creeping has begun for the Nidal player, needs to be real careful not to take out any of the creeps using that building. That's not going to give him the experience. Blade Master is nearly out, and he's placing his Wisp at a very rather dangerous spot. It's going to tell him exactly where the Blade Master is going. He probably will want to detonate it, and he detonates it. Here comes the grunt, and they're going to start creeping at this green camp. Green camp on the Nidal player side is done, and the Nidal player going for another one. Not just yet, I guess. Or is he going for... He's going for that soul Shadow Priest, but maybe not, because the archer is not attacking the Shadow Priest. Or I think it got ensnared and can't attack anything else. No, he was definitely going for only for the Shadow Priest. He got the item that he wanted, and now going to go towards the enemy base, cutting down the mana from the Blade Master. Blade Master sold off the TP, got himself the healing salves, and now getting himself a circlet. Now they're going to... I'm pretty sure. I mean, that... I heard a noise. I mean, that noise was of a water elemental exactly. I don't know which creep or which unit. I heard that again. Seriously. Okay, it wasn't the water elemental. It was actually this Ancient of War. It was the Ancient of War. I believe it was eating the trees. That was the one making the noise. Well, now the orc player going to go in, getting himself some Clarity Potion, regen that mana, and may get back to the attack. Grunt has spotted the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter needs to be a little careful, and I do believe he dropped a sentry ward that's going to give him exact intel of when the orc player will be moving out from this spot, the distant spot from his base, and when he would be trying to go for an expansion possibly. Orc Blade Master going to rush towards the Nidal base, and if I had to talk about what the Orc Blade Master could do on a Nidal base, he could definitely attack the Wisps until they're, well, at this level. I mean, I don't exactly know if you could actually deal too much damage, because you would definitely, yeah, this is what I'm talking about, you definitely pull out the Wisps, and you can definitely save them, you can detonate them. Well, if not save, you can definitely detonate and deny him the experience, and okay. This guy actually, Life actually losing one of the Wisps, did not manage to save it in time. Pulling in the grunts, and now he's going to go over the attack over the Moonwell. DH using that was a Staff of Teleportation. Getting back to the base, now going to pound over the grunts running back, and I do believe we had an archer over there. We do have an archer over there. He does have the other sentry wards placed right in the middle. Blade Master not going to go for the attack over the AOW. Maybe I spoke too soon. He's returning back, and DH is also returning back to the base. Maybe you want to go for some more harassment, going to deal a few hits over that building, and then go towards the backside of the base. He's keeping the Nidal player rather pinned, not allowing him to creep, not allowing him to go outside anywhere, and well, basically doing the same thing. He's also staying over there and getting a TC as the second hero, dropping down his other buildings, and I do not see any tier 2 buildings under construction for the Nidal player. He is going tier 3, but he does not have any tier 2 production buildings as of yet. Beastmaster is out and is going to creep at this little camp over there. TC is also out. TC getting that endurance aura right off the bat, going to be giving him that extra speed and also picking up that boost, that scroll of speed and the healing salves, and endurance aura plus scroll of speed can be really fast. And when a Blade Master wind walks, it all automatically gets a bit faster. That can be pretty fast. I mean, that can be really fast and very difficult to counter. It seems like the idle player wants to creep out this camp, but I'm not exactly sure if he would be able to safely do it with the number of units that he's having. He's not an orc player that he could just creep out a orange camp using just 2 of your military units. He does have those quill beasts, and it seems like he only took out the ogre magi and is now running out. Not exactly sure if he only crept it using the Beastmaster. That he definitely maybe wanted to do that. Maybe wanted to get the heroes levels evened up. But at the same time, I would also definitely want a level 3 Demon Hunter. If we go over the items a bit, on the Orc side, we have a bunch of healing salves. The Orc player will never run out of the healing salves at this point. He has a Gloves of Haste, he has a Circular Nobility, and a Replenishment Potion, which is basically Clarity Potion plus healing salve at the same time over your main hero. Over your hero which uses it, not necessarily the main one. And there was a nice sneaky little wisp behind there. The Nidal player does have the intel. He does know that the Orc player was there while he was creeping. I want to see how much vision he actually had during that time. Okay, he had enough vision to see Orc player coming in. Orc player going to creep out this goblin lab of the Nidal player. He does see the Nidal player is nearby. I'm not exactly sure if the Nidal player knows about it. Now he does. Nidal player now casting some fairy fire over the Orc units. That's going to make them visible to the Nidal player, and also it's going to be reducing the armor down to minus. Oh, that's minus 17. That is pretty bad for the Orc player. And AOW is still walking. It is still walking. Finally, we have the Ancient of Wonders coming, and I'm not exactly sure when did he get the time to put these two down. I guess he did it during the time he was creeping. He sent out his other units, and Orc player getting in those Spirit Walkers having the disenchant upgrade, and those disenchant targeting is exactly what he will be needing sooner than later. He's picking up a Tinker as the third hero, and well, he's gonna go for a tri-hero combination. Pocket Factory being picked up as the first spell, and those Clockwork Goblins are going to be helping him creep out this camp. Maybe I spoke too soon. Here comes the Orc player. Orc player is going to be launching a full-scale assault over the Nidal player. Nidal player has no option but to retreat back at this point. The Druid of the Talons, the TTs do not have the Druid of the Talons do not have the Cyclone upgrade. Okay, they have it now. They weren't having it when I started my statement. They have it now, and the Cyclones are going to be coming into play very, very soon. Sooner than later. Orc player tried to go for that camp which the Nidal player wanted to go for. The creep is actually Fairy Fire, so I wouldn't say that is the best choice to creep that camp out unless and until you actually wanted the Nidal player to come to you, making it a kind of a lure ability. And Orc player picking off a few dots pretty well. He's trying to target them down, and that's exactly what he needs to do. The Cyclone and the Fairy Fire is not going to be coming into play. if they are not alive at all. And the orc player is looking pretty strong, and we once again see a AOW walk in. Is it the same AOW? Literally, it's the same AOW. It was walk in here, it was walk in here, and then we saw it walk in over here. I'm not exactly sure if that AOW was on patrol or what. So our player tried to ensnare a wisp. He did ensnare it. Tried to kill it rather, but it detonated. And here comes Nidal player. Nidal player is going to fairy fire those orcish units. Orc player pulling in a few peasants. Was about to say militiamen, but well, they are rather the militiamen counterpart, because they are being used as the same way to soak up the damage. And oh, okay, I just hope it's not broken. I clicked somewhere else. Okay, no, it's still there. Thank you. I clicked somewhere else, and I was like, oh no, maybe the recording is stopped. No, it's not stopped. It's still there. All right, now the Nidal player is going to be splitting up his stuff. He managed to creep out that one camp, and Orc player is also creeping. And oh my, this is really bad. Orc player soaked up too much damage over that TC. TC is a sprint type hero. It's going to be regenerating rather faster. With that healing salve, it's going to be regenerating pretty fast. But at the same time, I would never want to get my TC out of all units down to that much low hit points. So I'm going to look up the population a bit. It's 47 worth food of units for the Night Elf player, and Orc player has crossed 50 food. Focus has crossed 50 food. He's going to 55. It seems like he wants to go all in. He's producing more raiders, and he is definitely going to go for a all-scale assault once I guess he has crept out one or two more camps. Night player coming in exactly where the Orc player is. I believe, did he have a sentry ward over here? Is it still there? I'm not exactly sure. He did have a sentry ward at the very start of the game. I did not see a fairy fire, at least as of not just yet. There was no way for the Nidal player to basically find that out. He's going to drop that pocket factory, and the Orc player needs to be a little further away from that just to cancel out the advantage that the Nidal player will be gaining from that pocket factory. Nidal player keeping back to the base, probably the most wiser choice at this point. A 49 food army versus a 58, and which is now 61 food army. I would definitely have to back out at some point. Nidal player is capped at 50. He's not making any more moonwells. He's going to stick to 50 food. It seems like he's not going to make anything more. And he got a fairy dragon, probably a good choice. He's gonna go into that mana flare mood and going to flare away all the mana from all units casting stuff and all. So here comes the pocket factory. They're gonna go after the TC. Cycloned up into the air. Blade Master cycloned up into the air, and the Nidal player is going to try and pick up the pieces, take out the units one by one. This is exactly what he needs to do. Orc player is also doing exactly what he needs to do. Orc player surrounding the Nidal player from all sides and dealing as much as damage as possible. We see here a few dots dying. The Druid of the Talons are rather the weaker units if you compare to the Grunts and the Raiders, along with the power buff of your spirit linking and roll speed, all of that stuff. TC nearly died over there and going to rush out, and the DH died. The DH has been taken out. The Blade Master went into Potion of Invulnerability mood, and not exactly sure what exactly triggered the player to do that. Triggered as in, why did he do that? I don't know why did he do that, because Blade Master is pretty healthy. I believe he had Potion of Healing as well. And he definitely needs to heal up his TC. TC is still under the influence of Spirit Link. And that's going to be giving him a bit of damage as well, as long as the other Spirit Link units are damaged. So, gets back to the base, using Healing Salve, using Clarity Potion, getting his hit points back up. And where's the blade? Where is the blade? Okay, blade is still there. I didn't see it. I seriously did not see it. Orc player now going to pick up the rather the Nidal player going to pick up the pieces going to slay the peons. Peons are actually rather returning safely to base and going to be used as the Spirit Link and Fairy Fire cannon fodder at this point. Or player, the heroes are tossed up in the air, and as long as they're tossed up in the air, they can't actually do much. And the game GG. All right, that was a great game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And yeah, that is pretty much about it. Z out. Bye bye.